I've been on here in a long time. Been a week or so. I don't know. Let's see. Oh, I didn't hit the freaking. I wanted the chat to show up. Dang it. I didn't do that. Oh, okay. I gotta get my laptop. I'm a little rusty. Excuse me, boys. I'm a little rusty now. Let's see. I forgot to pull the chat up. Oh. I see. Well, let's do it from my handy dandy laptop then. Okay. Let's see. We got people watching at this time of hour. I just wanted to test the waters. I didn't even like put any notifications. I didn't even put. I'm not even gonna tweet this out. I just wanted to come on here and talk. I was going to do a face to face, but I just didn't feel like getting my. I just didn't feel like, setting my iPhone up. And I was like, you know what? I'm just put 2K19 in the background and call it a day. And I was supposed to pull it up. Wait, I can do it from here. Let me see. Don't turn the stream off though. Hey. Oh, there it is. Oh, look, I can see the comments. That's fun. Advanced settings. No, that's audio. There it is. Okay. I think I turned it on. Yeah, I did it. Okay. I didn't feel like getting my thing out. Alright, I think I got it. Alright, so I wanted to come on here to talk about some universe mode trends, but before I do that, I want to give an update of what's been going on in my handy life. If you guys haven't noticed, season 7 has not been as consistent as the last season has been, and that has been partly due to a lot of things that have been going on behind the scenes, particularly me. If you don't know and you haven't been keeping up with my community tab, I urge you guys, please, if you want to look at stuff, sometimes I don't post in video form. I live by the community tab. So make sure you guys check the community tab almost every day. I try to post something in there. If I might miss a day, but I post my regular updates in the community tab. And if you don't have Twitter, that's the best place to get in contact with me or get updates, because I post on the community tab and Twitter the most. Snapchat is just a place I just promote things and just clown around and post memes and things about my life on Snapchat. That's not personalized unless you're in my private story, you will know personal things. But I don't think none of you are in my private story, and I don't think I will add y'all in there. Not saying I don't trust y'all. I just don't know. I don't want everybody knowing my business. I only have about maybe 10 people in the private story. I like to keep it like that. But the main story is things I post updates and I post memes on there. So if you want to follow me on add me on Snapchat, I don't mind y'all adding me on Snapchat. It's it's your choice. But the community tab is where I mainly post things. We are astronomically behind. When I say we are behind, we are behind. The original plan for season 7 was I'm supposed to be filming the first 2 pay-per-views by next week. I haven't even got through 2 weeks of television yet. I am behind. Right now, we will not hit our AEW goal of February of 2021. The AEW and New Japan series was supposed to start February of 2021. That was my goal. It looks like that's not going to happen now. I'm behind. I'm 2 weeks behind. I was supposed to get NXT out last week, and I haven't even finished it yet. I'm supposed. When I finish this, I'm working on NXT. I'm behind, and partly due to what's been going on with school. There's been a lot of things that have been going on. Some of y'all know what's been going on. Some of y'all don't know, but it's been pure hell. And we're gonna try to get it situated on Monday. I hope and pray everything goes well Monday. It's been hell. It's just been a rough year so far for school wise. I only have 3 classes, so you would think in my head I'm thinking I got 3 classes this semester. That's it. 2 of them are elective based classes, which is career based classes. I don't even have all my core subjects until next semester. You would think I would have more time to do things like college applications and all the other stuff, but no. The school wants to screw me over and give me this hard class that I didn't ask for, and now I'm trying to get it off my schedule. So it's been a rough process with that. Teachers been lying on me. They telling me this and telling me that, and it ain't working. And I'm just sick and tired of it. Now that my parents got to get involved, and we're gonna get it situated. But don't worry, it'll get situated. That's why I haven't been posting. You would at least get a Universal episode a week if everything was well. You know something's up with me when I don't post for a week. I never go a week without posting. Never. I always give y'all something every week. When I don't post for a week or 2, something's up. Something's not right. And that's what's been going on. That's the main reason. So we are behind. And I apologize for that. It's on me. It's nothing that the bookers have done. They've been on time. They've been efficient writing the scripts. And they have been very, very impressive getting things to me. It's just on my end trying to record everything. And making sure everything's written out good. And it follows the scripts, and then I have to approve everything. So, yes, that's basically the update. My plan is I want to have NXT to you guys, by I want to say Sunday, and then hopefully if this class gets situated Monday. We're gonna have a quick turnaround, and I should have SmackDown on very soon. Because once this class gets situated, the 2 elective based classes are not hard at all. One of them's project based, and the other one is graphics, which I told y'all I want to learn how to make my own graphics, and I'm taking a graphics class for that. So those classes are not hard. So if I can get out of this class that I'm struggling with, is keeping me from posting, then we will get back on track. But I hate to say it, we are a little behind. So here's what I want to do in October. Since October was supposed to be Vengeance and Backlash, it will still be Vengeance and Backlash. But it will be later on in the month. I have driving now, so I have to plan around my driving. Because I told y'all, as I talked about in the summer, I was getting my driver's license. I have 3 drives out of 4 this month alone. So here's what I want to do. And then we'll talk about Universal More Treands after this. So I want to get Vengeance and Backlash to y'all by the end of October, early November, the latest. You will see Vengeance and Backlash. Usually around October or so, the semester starts to slow down. And in the history of my classes, we slow down around October and November, and we don't pick back up until after Thanksgiving. So I usually have a lot of downtime around this time. Since his senior year, luckily, I have done all my college applications I need to do. I only got to finish 2 of them. So and then I'm waiting on decisions. So I've already taken care of that already. I'm already ahead of the game. I need to fill out my FAFSA though. I need to do that next week. Fast is, I think the first is next week. So yeah, fast. I need to do it faster. That won't take me long. I'll spend a weekend get that done. So I'm already ahead of the game of college stuff. I made sure all that stuff was together in the summer. So we Gucci on that. So the plan is, we will do Vengeance and Backlash. That's the plan for October for the main universe mode. As of right now, Universe Mode War is not on my concern right now. For now, I'm going to push. I'm going to do what J&W is doing with TNA. We're going to push that back for a bit, and I'm just going to focus on one universe mode and just focus on school. That's what I'm trying to do right now. So don't expect the Universe Mode War episode until I want to get another one out probably in November. That's my plan. Maybe if I can chop on it and work on it while I'm waiting on the script. Maybe let's say Raw is writing their show for the writing was the episode, and while I'm waiting on the episode, I want to work on stuff. So maybe I can work on Universe Mode War while they're doing that. So expect that in November, hopefully. So that's the plan. Right now, we're just gonna stick to like videos like this, like discussion streams, fun little games that I feel like if I feel like streaming a game, I'll stream a game if I feel like it. Maybe some like more subscriber based things for y'all, to get my mind off things. So, and just do universe mode for right now. I'm gonna put Universe Mode War on the back burner for right now, to focus on other things. So that's the plan. I knew that this was coming, and I planned in case I had a busy semester. I thought I was on top of things. When August came here, I was on top of things. I had all my college stuff wrapped up. I already knew where I wanted to go at. I'm just waiting on decisions, and I already knew how my college plans were gonna go. But this class just threw me all the way off. It just messed my whole thing up. But hey, we're gonna get it fixed on Monday. But that's the update on me. That's why I have not been posting. That's where I have been. That is where we are stand. But don't worry, AEW and New Japan Pro Wrestling will start in 2021. Don't worry, it still will start in 2021, but it won't start at my desired dates. I want to start it in February, because I turned 18 in February. You know what I'm saying? And then February is always it's Aquarius season, so it's a good month to start, But I'm sorry, but we ain't gonna start on that month. We'll start probably a few months after. I'll keep y'all posted on that. But anyways, topic of discussion for this stream. Like I said, I just want to come on here and talk. Yes, I hate online school as well. What's up, JWE? Welcome to the stream. Thank you so much for stopping in. I want to talk about universe mode trends. Now, over my years of doing universe mode, which has been since 2K14, and I've been in a universe mode community officially on YouTube since 2K17, I've seen a lot of universe mode trends. I'm going to point out a few that I have noticed over the last few years. And I'm going to admit, I have done some of these trends and failed miserably at them. And I've done some of these trends and actually was successful at it. Kinda. We'll talk about it. Warning, this will be spoilers. If you haven't seen some of my past Universe Mode series, I urge you not to go back and watch them. But if you haven't seen the past seasons, some of you will know what I'm talking about in these in some of these discussions, because some of you have been here that long to see some of these things. Some of you will have no idea that I have done this before. But you're about to find out. So, my first one is, I remember it was 2K17 and 18. Everybody and their mama was using the New World Order. Y'all remember when the New World Order was popping on YouTube? And I don't know what it was. I think it was like a reunion or something like that they had. I forgot what it was. No, I'm trying to think about why the New World Order was so popular at one point. I'm trying to figure out what it was. But it was around 2K17 and 18. I think it was Raw 25 or something. It was like, so something was going on. Either NWO went to the Hall of Fame that year, or it was something that had to do with Raw and the Attitude Era or something like that. But WWE was promoting the New World Order heavily in real life, and a lot of people just started using. All of a sudden, you just see New World Order stuff, like popping up in every universe. I remember everybody had a form of New World Order. Even I did. Oh man, that was something. I'm pretty sure Ken has remember this one. But I had a form of the New World Order, which was terrible. I don't want to talk about it, but we'll talk about it. But the most notable one was, I was still watching Brendan. I think it was Brendan Plays. I believe. Yeah, it was Brendan Plays. That was the most notable one. He had the New World Order for a long time. And he kept the storyline going until I stopped watching them. Y'all, if y'all don't know the story, remember I said that I stopped watching Brendan Place after he called me out, and I just never liked them anymore. I've told the story many times, but that's when I started watching them. So I remember he did the New World Order, and when the storyline finished, that's when I stopped watching. Like once it was finished, yeah. So I was still I remember he did a WrestleMania, and I was still a fan of him at the time. But then until that after that Survivor Series show, I remember leaving that comment, and he hit it, and he called me out, and I never liked him anymore after that. I've told that story many times, but I don't want to talk about it again. But he was one of the biggest ones that did the NWO. I even did a version of mine. It was with Samuel Lewis. And that's why I say it was 2K18, because Samuel Lewis has been in, he's been in 2 games for me. 2K, no, actually 3 games. 18, 19, and 20. Yeah, he's been in 3 games for me. He's been one of my most consistent calls with Nightwolf. I think KJ showed up in 18 too. Yeah, KJ was in 18 too. Yeah, a lot of people a lot of people have been here, have had their calls in my series for a long time at this point. A long time. I remember a lot of calls I've had. And that's pretty amazing that they lasted that long. Usually I just throw calls out, I don't know them. But my New World Order was kind of weird, and I'm gonna tell y'all how it was weird. So the basis of it was, the NWO was brought back because Samuel Lewis wanted to bring them back. Lewis Lewis wanted some. It was a weird thing. This is how bad my writing. This is how illogical my writing was back then. So Lewis wanted to, take it back to the old days of WWE with the NWO. He wanted to have a New World Order takeover. So he wanted to he brought back Kevin Nash and Scott Hall, and they basically wanted to take over Monday Night Raw. I remember even giving the New World Order the tag team titles. That's how bad it was. Yes, Kevin Nash and Scott Hall won the tag team titles in my universe mode. 2 times. 2 times. Yes. And they beat 2 young teams. And the Revival and the Ascension. Not one of my bright moments. 2 times. The Revival and the Ascension. Talk about burying young talent, Mr. Train. Yeah. The crazy part is, both the Revival and Ascension are, to this day, 2 of the most dominant tag teams in my series history. And both of their tag team title reigns were long. And Nash and Hall ended both of their long reigning tag team title reigns. The Revival held the tag team titles for 6 months, and Nash and Hall beat them. And the Ascension held the tag team titles for 9 months, and Nash and Hall beat them. Yeah. If you have a long tag team reign, just call up Kevin Nash and Scott Hall, apparently, and they will end it and say, nah, you ain't gonna reach it. You had a good reign, 6 months. No, we're gonna take those titles from you, man. We got this. Yes, if my universe mode was canon, Kevin Nash will be pushing 60 and 60 something, and Scott Hall will be almost 70 years old. If my universe mode was current day. Think about that for a second. But anyway, Lewis brought the New World Order in, or he was ushering the New World Order, and he wanted to bring him back. I remember putting Drew McIntyre in the New World Order. He won the European title for a little bit, and I put him in the New World Order. Now I remember the McIntyre and KJ Jones feud was freaking great. I'm not gonna lie to you. That feud slapped. Probably one of my favorite feuds. KJ and McIntyre had one of the best Hell in a Cell matches I've ever done. That's saying something. The best Hell in a Cell match I've ever done was KJ Jones and Drew McIntyre. It was very good, But McIntyre, he held the European title for a few months, then he just dropped it all of a sudden, and then he just disappeared. Like there was no explanation of what happened to Drew McIntyre and the New World Order. And then this is I told you how illogical my booking was back then. McIntyre just came back, and he had his he had his regular music back, and his regular graphics, and he was moving on to a feud, and about to begin his first United States Championship match. I mean, his first U.S. title run. I didn't even mention it. How the New World Order just fell apart was, I believe, I forgot what it was. It was I can't think of it. It was a Survivor Series match. It was Team Lewis versus somebody. I forgot what it was. Oh my goodness, I can't think about it right now. But I remember doing a Survivor Series match with Lewis and the NWO taking on, I forgot who Lewis was feuding with. I can't think about it right now. But I mean, it was a Survivor Series match, and then after the Survivor Series match, Drew McIntyre disappeared until WrestleMania. Then he came back at WrestleMania. He was in that United States Championship ladder match at WrestleMania. He didn't win it. Then a month later, the guy was just, challenging for the United States title at Backlash, and he won it. So McIntyre was like, I'm out of here. He peaced out. What happened to Kevin Nash and Scott Hall, I wrote them off of TV as KJ Jones beat the living crap out of both of them. And then that's how they was written off. Because keep in mind, Lewis and Jones were not buddy yet around this time period. So KJ beat the crap out of Nash and Hall. And then they was written off. And then Lewis got a new gimmick called the Era of Lewis, I believe. And that was his world title gimmick. So Sammy Lewis just pretty much abandoned the NWO. He turned babyface for a minute because he said screw the NWO. It's now the Era of Lewis. So he turned babyface for a minute, and then a week later he turned heel again, and that's when he went on his heel run that he had. And that's for a bit until he turned face again. Whenever I don't even know. Did he turn face again? No, he didn't turn face again. No, he didn't turn babyface again until him and KJ Jones reunited after that. So Lewis just said, "Screw the NWO. It's now the Era of Lewis." And that was the storyline. It was a mess. It was a mess. It was an absolute mess. The only good thing that came out of that storyline was that Drew McIntyre slowly but surely became a superstar, and Samuel Lewis started his push. That's it. And the Lewis and KJ Jones matches I've had have all been great. The two of them that we did, that I did were great. KJ and Lewis have only fought each other one-on-one twice in my series, and that was when Lewis first came to WWE, and that was when Lewis was on his career's world title run. They've only fought twice, and both matches were great. It's 50-50. Lewis won the first match, KJ won the second match. So they're technically tied. But right now, today, Lewis and Jones are perfectly fine. They're on, especially Lewis. You just seen him on SmackDown just beating the loving crap out of people. And KJ's perfectly fine too. But yeah, it was a mess. It was an absolute mess. And I think it was a mess of a story because of what I was doing with Nightwolf at the time, and like how he was like one of the big stars I had, and then I was trying to develop some other stars like KJ and Lewis. It was just a big of a mess. It really was. Oh wait, now I thought about it. So the Survivor Series match was it was the NWO versus Team Nightwolf. I remember. This is when what was that thing? KJ was not with Lewis yet. It was the NWO. And it was versus Team Nightwolf. And Team Nightwolf had Brandon Collins. Oh my God, I remember this. It was they had Brandon Collins on the team, and KJ was on the team because him and Nightwolf had respected each other at the Mega Man Event Part 1, not the reunion, the Mega Man Event 1 when they first had it, and one of the greatest car matches I've ever done in my series history. I keep saying that, but it was that good. Mega Man Event Part 1, they respected each other or something like that, and then they were on a team together, and then it was Nightwolf Jr. taking on the NWO. That was the Survivor Series match. Yeah, yeah, it was something. I don't want to talk about it anymore. That feud and that story was just, crazy. I wanted to go with a trend. Everybody in their mind was doing the NWO. I tried it, and it was just a big mess. It was just terrible. It was terrible. Another big trend I noticed was, let me see, when the Universal Championship first was introduced, a lot of people started using that belt. I was one of the few that gave it a chance, and I stopped using it because I just didn't like the design of it, and I stuck with Big Gold, and I still have Big Gold to this day. Now, currently, Big Gold is a trend. A lot of Universe modes don't use the Universal Championship anymore. But the WWE Universe modes, a lot of people use Big Gold now. At first it was the Universal title, but people got tired of the Universal title. Now they're going back to Big Gold. That's a trend too. What else is it? What else was a trend? I'm trying to think. I noticed that a lot of people don't use DX. I'm surprised that most universe modes don't use DX as much as I thought they would. Whenever I started watching the universe mode community, but a lot of people don't use DX, which is really interesting. Um, what am I trying to say? Oh yeah, yeah. J and W did give me 3. Shout out to J and W. I asked the question, what was some universe mode trends, and J and W did give me some. I'm going to read some of his. Let me see. Let me see what J and W said. Let's see. I don't know if this is convinced, but I feel that people see a bigger YouTuber push a certain star, and almost everyone says, okay, it's okay for me to push them now since this bigger YouTuber has done it. Yeah, I've done that, a lot. I remember Merce had pushed Apollo Crews, and then I pushed Apollo Crews. Who else Merce pushed? I pushed. Merce gave Kevin Owens the WWE Championship. I gave Kevin Owens the WWE Championship. Yeah, that happened. So Kevin Owens was my WWE Champion for a long period, and that was because of Merce YT13. The majority of my champions early in my universe mode was inspired by Merce, Dell, and many others of those big creators that I watch on daily basis. Matt DeWitt. I remember pushing Kevin Owens because of Merce and Matt Wiz. That's the only reason why I pushed Kevin Owens. And I love this theme song. That's a weird reason to push somebody, because you love the theme song. And then I didn't really start playing with Bray Wyatt that much, and like using him like as a major star until like Merce and Dale started making Bray Wyatt a big deal. A lot of my early champions was influenced by YouTubers. A lot. You know, obviously AJ Styles, he was champion because I'm a major AJ Styles mark. That's why AJ Styles was the WWE champion for a period, because I love AJ Styles. He's amazing. And I'm a fanboy of his. So, of course I gave him a title reign. Aleister Black, I liked Aleister Black's entrance. Yeah. Okay, I'm back. My bad. But yeah, I like Aleister Black's entrance. That's why I gave him a push. And then I like his look as well. So I gave people pushes for different kinds of reasons. Back in the day, mostly when I started building an audience around 2K19, I like to look at audience reception. If the audience was bored of the World Heavyweight Champion, or he held the title for too long, that's when I pulled the plug and went with somebody else. When my audience got tired of it. So I did book by the audience as well. Current day, from what I've seen from all three brands in season 7, which I've loved the direction every brand has took with their shows. So we'll see how they book and how how their pushes go. But admittedly, J&W was right. If Merce pushed this guy and I like the guy, I pushed him as well. I'm going to admit that's the truth. That's the truth. Why do you think everybody and their mama is pushing Apollo Crews? Because a lot of big universe mode YouTubers has pushed Apollo Crews in their universe mode. It's not a coincidence. Everybody wants their own version of ESM. I tried with Cruise Control. What you think Cruise Control was based off of? ESM, without Eric Bischoff, of course. Eric Bischoff hasn't even showed up in my universe mode yet since I've been on YouTube. And obviously Paul Heyman as well too. But Roman as a heel, I actually got that from Merce. But I've been wanting Roman Reigns as a heel, and I've been having Roman Reigns as a heel way before that was a trend. Now that's a trend now, or was a trend. Whenever Roman was getting, y'all remember around like 2015, 16, 17, when everybody was getting tired of Roman Reigns, a lot of universe modes turned him heel, and I was one of them. I've been had him a heel though. Reigns was a heel from the jump in my series, cause when I brought in the Shield, he was the one that turned. In my universe mode, Roman turned on the Shield, not Seth Rollins. Seth Rollins has always been in babyface in my universe mode. Always. Roman Reigns has always been a heel. Roman has been a heel in my universe mode since WWE 2K15. I have not turned that man babyface since 2K15. And he's still a heel 5 years later. So that was a trend, and I was like, I've been doing this way before everybody and their mama, grandma, and great uncle were doing it. I've been doing Roman Reigns as a heel. Y'all can go back. Y'all can go back to my 2K17 episodes. When I started posting them on YouTube, Roman Reigns was a heel. He was a heel. He was a heel in 17. Not everybody, is doing heel Roman. Yes, I didn't. But here's the thing. The reason why I didn't take clothes off of him oh god, that sounds so bad. Thank God we have adults in here. The reason why I didn't. Oh god. The reason why I didn't take the vest off was because Merce did it. And I was like, well, I didn't want to copy up a Merce that much. It was gonna be a little too obvious. So I kept the vest on because Merce had him as a heel. So I was like, wait. I kept the I kept the vest on him. So I was like, okay, so it don't be too obvious. But eventually, hopefully, that vest will come off. But yeah, before heel Roman was popular, I was doing heel Roman. Period. Another one, heel Bailey. Now y'all know good and well. Y'all can go back and look at the evidence. Go back and look at the evidence. Before Bailey turned heel in real life, I I had it as a heel. Somebody tagged me. I remember on Twitter the night Bailey turned heel and started the role model gimmick. Somebody tagged me and said, "At coaching from the 17, they're watching you." And I was like, "Wait." She said, "Role model? That reminds me of the greatest woman of all time." Oh, I wonder who did that. Me. I had Bailey as a heel before everybody else turned a heel. She was a heel when she was the hottest babyface in NXT at the time. I made a bold move and turned her heel at the end of 2K17. And she was a heel for 2K18, all of 2K19, and still current to this day. She's still a heel. She been a heel for 3 years now. Cause she turned heel this month, 3 years ago in 2K17. Actually, Bailey turned heel. I remember streaming the Survivor Series show actually this weekend coming up. You know. This weekend coming up. Actually, I believe my Survivor Series in 2K17 was filmed, I think, the 26th or 27th of this month. I gotta go. I gotta go back and look at it. But it's almost been 3 years since that show was streamed. Still on the channel, by the way. Y'all, if y'all want to go back and watch that show, y'all can. It's still on the channel. That was the last episode of 2K17 in Universe Mode before 2K18 came out. And Bailey was that's the night that Bailey turned heel. That night, she turned heel on Naomi. She won that belt for the first time, and she's been a heel ever since. Now everybody doing the role model. I'm gonna still keep my greatest. I don't want to change the gimmick I've been building up for years. It's not stale. People still love it, and people still hate it. She still has her supporters. It's not stale, and it's getting better and better. This especially, oh man, especially with how Raw's gonna do it. It's gonna be fun. But people appreciate it, so I'm gonna keep that gimmick. You know, I'm not gonna follow the trend and turn her into the role model yet. I don't think it's needed until, and I'm going to convince the booker who have her to not turn her into the role model yet. But hopefully we will turn her eventually, but not right now because everybody and their mama's doing it, and y'all know I don't follow trends. Well, I say that, but some things J&W kind of called me out, especially with the third one. That was all me right there. Yeah, we're gonna read it in a second. But here's the second one. Edge, it's popping up heavy on shows since his return, which is a little odd for some because he never showed up in it before. Oh yeah. Whenever Edge came back earlier this year, all you hear is in Universe Mode, "You think you know me? You think you know me? You think you know me?" I'm like, oh my God, come on now. On this day, I see clearly. Everything is got. I can't sing a song right now. Better place and a broken dream to leave it all behind. Yeah. I'm like, oh, come on, man. Since February, January, everybody been bringing Edge back. I'm like, oh, great. The thing is, with my Edge makes sense because he never was injured in my Universe Mode. He never broke his neck in my Universe Mode. Never. So that's why people ask me why, before Edge came back in real life, why Edge was wrestling in my Universe Mode was because I put it point blank. He never retired. He technically never retired in my Universe Mode. So Edge wrestling in my Universe Mode makes sense. But people that had Edge never show up, and all of a sudden you hear, "You think you know me? So I'm like, huh? How does that make any sense? But yeah, I didn't follow that trend because I've been had Edge in my universe mode, so I didn't follow that trend right there. I know, man. Next time I hear you think you know me, oh man, I'm gonna I'm gonna probably just throw my hands up in the air like I just don't care. That round don't have to play the game. You know, that the next time I hear you think you know me, please, I don't want to hear you think you know me. You know, unless he's already been established in your series and you know he's doing something, you know. But I don't want to hear it saying Edge is coming back into the ring again, but Edge never showed up in my series at all. You know, yeah. I'm just doing it for the trend, man. So that's all it was. Doing it for the trend. And then he said, finally, if we're all on the carrying cross crave, oh my God, this is the most recent one. Everybody's doing carrying cross. Literally everybody. Oh my goodness. Like Universe Modes in 2020, a lot of people, you know, doing carrying cross. Carrying cross is a big part of their universe mode. A big part. But here's the one that got me. He said, let's just do two things. Either A, just do a normal signing or a surprise debut, or good luck with it. B, bring them under a different role or in a way that a few would expect. Like instead of the fall and prey stuff, maybe a bodyguard, a fraction leader, a hitman for hire, a manager with a much bigger client like a Brian Cage or something, a tag team. So many options. Anyways, Killer Cross being everywhere now. Yeah, he's right. You know, if you said, you know, you're gonna bring Karrion Kross in, and you want to use Karrion Kross, at least make him something, you know, that you like, or you know, make him different from how he's been used now, because a lot of people are going to use the current Karrion Kross gimmick. At least change it up, if I'm being honest, because everybody's using them. You know what I'm saying? So, hey, that's a great one right there. So, great pick. I love that trend. Is admittedly that kind of hurt my little feelings a little bit too, because I don't know how experts gonna do it yet, but how we're handling Cross on Raw, you know, it's been very interesting, but I don't know if, you know, it's gonna be following into that trend that's going on with how he's being booked. But we'll see. We'll see how we do it. But yeah, that's a big one. Basically, any WWE debut that happens or NXT call up, you would see that guy in a universe mode that quick, you know, because it becomes a big trend, a big trend. You know, I'm not saying trends are bad. It's not bad, but differentiate from the trend that you have. You know what I'm saying? You know, make the trend unique. You know? Like, when I brought in the Undisputed Era, for example, they had 5 men already. But, no, they had 4 men already. Because I added Roderick Strong in. He was already technically, well, no, it was only 3. And then they recruited Roderick Strong. Like they did in similar to like how they did in real life, but I added another member in Big E. You know, now the Undisputed Era don't feel the same like they feel in real life. They feel a little different now because now they have Big E in the group. You know what I'm saying? To make it feel different from how everybody else is using the UE. Some people got the UE with 3 people. Some people had the UE with just, Kyle O'Reilly and Bobby Fish as Ray Dragon. If you know who those, if you know who that tag team is. Some people have it different from everybody else. So if you're gonna do a trend, at least make it different. Make it unique to your series, and not do it, like that. Oh yeah, for sure. I'm not doing retribution. I'm gonna tell you. I'm gonna tell y'all right now. I'm not doing retribution. I refuse. I'm not, because some of those guys in retribution are single stars that are currently on all 3 brands in my universe mode, and I'm not doing that because it makes literally no sense. Why would I need retribution when I already have enough factions as it is, and then there's no logical reason for somebody to take over my company? Because the thing about retribution is something about taking things over, setting order. That makes no sense in my universe mode. Nothing. That makes no sense at all. So I'm not doing retribution. I'm not. You're not gonna see retribution in CTP anytime soon. Not. If I do retribution, then it's gonna be done way better than how WWE's doing it. They won't have stupid names. They won't wear Bane mask. They wouldn't do the same thing every week. They wouldn't be lame like they are now. They'll actually have purpose behind them. They'll actually feel unique. But yeah. Yeah, I'll probably see it. If somebody do retribution, it's gonna have a different look to it. I'm sorry, so I get it. I was looking at something, but it's probably gonna have different looks to it. It's probably gonna have like similar graphics and stuff like that, and different members. Somebody do retribution, but you will probably see retribution on like PC universe modes. The people that use PC, because they can do retribution if they wanted to, and make it its own unique thing. But yeah, that's my next bold. That's a good bold prediction. I remember when the Shield reunited in real life a couple years ago. A lot of people did that. The Shield reunions. I remember Shield reunions was popping up all over universe modes then. Roman Reigns, Rollins, and Ambrose getting back together, and people were using them, and putting them in Survivor Series matches against such and such, and having them go on a little run with each other, winning gold and stuff. So that was a trend as well when the Shield came back. I remember that one. That was a big one. I'm trying to think. Mm, that I'm happy didn't catch on. Shoot. What is a trend that didn't catch on that much? I'm trying to think about a trend that didn't catch on that much. Um, well, I'm kind of glad that brand exclusive pay-per-views didn't really catch on that much when WWE started bringing those back. Um, you know, so I'm glad that didn't catch on as much because if everybody does brand exclusive pay-per-views, it won't feel unique enough anymore. So I'm glad that didn't catch on. Johnny into yes, oh yes, that one. Gargano and Ciampa. I'm glad that people not abusing that. It's it's been done in water so much that I don't even want to do it anymore. And remember, a few months ago, boss, we had a pitch that we was gonna do Gargano and Ciampa again at Survivor Series. Remember that? Yeah. That ain't happening no more. Cause after the first match, I don't want to do it anymore. I don't. Boss had pitched something that I can tell you that's not because I know good and well it's not happening, most likely. Um, but and y'all probably gonna forget about this anyway. But yeah. Um, it was pitched that I remember Gargano and Ciampa fought each other at my Survivor Series. Uh, and Boss had pitched something to me that they were going to fight each other again at the next year's Survivor Series, but this time Tommaso Ciampa would have been the world champion, I think, and Gargano would have been a WWE champion. You know, and he had laid out a damn good story. It was great. If I didn't adopt the current format of universe mode, that probably would have been my Survivor Series main event next year. You know, most definitely. It was a great story. Great story. I still have the story, by the way. I still have it saved. Freaking great. But you know, it's most likely not going to happen now because of because of new plans that are in place, and you know, I don't think that Raw or SmackDown will give Gargano and Ciampa the belts in time for Survivor Series. So I don't think that story is going to work anymore, unfortunately. But yeah, it was a great story. If you know, like I said, if you know, I never got bookers and stuff like that, it would have never, it would have really happened. Wow. So the Celtics actually won tonight. I'm genuinely shocked about that. I thought that the Miami Heat were going to send Boston home, but I guess not. Well, let's hope I can actually, have a great weekend and the Lakers win tomorrow. And then I'll watch all this. I'm gonna watch all this universe mode tomorrow. Hopefully the Lakers go to the finals tomorrow. And then on Sunday, I hope my Seahawks win. And then that will complete my weekend. And I hope y'all show up for NXT on Sunday too. Which I need to finish recording tonight, and then I'll edit tomorrow and do commentary. Um. Yeah. I was like, pretty much once the rosters was drafted, I was like, there's no way I'm going to convince these guys to do that story. Um, you know. Oh, thank God. Yes, the rookie killer. Oh, I'm glad that didn't catch on. I'm super glad. I'm very glad that one didn't catch on. That Randy Orton one. What else? What else? I'm glad didn't really catch on. Oh, Seth Rollins and the Authority. Not everybody did that. Not everybody did that Rollins like that. That 2015 Rollins. Not everybody did that Seth Rollins. Oh, and the Messiah. Oh, thank God everybody's not doing the Messiah. You know, because I legit thought when Rollins came out with the Messiah, everybody was gonna do the Messiah. But I really haven't seen the Messiah in universe modes that I've been watching. It's not a big of a trend as I thought it was gonna be. The Messiah, I thought the Messiah was gonna be big, no cap. But he didn't really catch on yet. So that didn't happen, unfortunately. Yeah. So the Messiah didn't happen. What else didn't catch on? I'm really trying to think about what else. Randy's rookie killer. That boss talk about that one. Then we got the Messiah, and then 2015 Rollins didn't catch on neither. Yeah, true. I thought somebody like a King Corbin would have caught on, but he's not really featured as a king, because most people didn't like Baron Corbin's king gimmick, and I don't like it. I prefer Lone Wolf Baron Corbin. I think Lone Wolf Baron Corbin is one of the best Baron Corbins to date. So that's who I prefer, is Lone Wolf Corbin. But I'm surprised King gimmicks really didn't like go over like that. Happened when Bar when Baron won it. Yeah. So not many people did the King gimmick, and I only did the King gimmick because it had a nice ring to it. King Dar was a nice ring to it, so I was like, yeah, we can have King Dar. But yeah, I remember Expert was gonna do some King gimmicks, but he always canceled the universe mode, so he never had a chance to do some King gimmicks that he wanted to do. But yeah, I remember he had some plans to do some King gimmicks, but he just never got around to doing it. Yeah, when you think about it, not many universe modes, if at all, has heel John Cena. I am genuinely shocked that heel John Cena has not caught on. Everybody talked about Roman Reigns and you know, and how he should turn heel and stuff like that, and people turned him heel in their universe modes, like me, but nobody does heel John Cena. I'm shocked. In the universe community, not too many people does heel John Cena. Not too many people does Thugonomics Cena. I don't know why, because I think Thugonomics Cena was one of the best John Cena's of his career. Period. Thugonomics John Cena was great. You know, but nobody really does Thugonomics Cena. I tried to do it, but I wasn't really, at the time when I did it, I wasn't really in tune with the ruthless aggression era, so I did it wrong. You know, but if I ever try it again, it'll be much better this time. But yeah, Thugonomics Cena is not a big of a trend. I'm generally shocked about that, because people who watch the Ruthless Aggression era always say, okay, Thugonomics Cena was the highlight. Most definitely. I'm genuinely surprised that, you know, most people didn't break the streak in their universe modes. Like, some people still have the Undertaker's WrestleMania streak intact in their universe mode. Nobody has broke it yet. So I'm surprised at that. I had mine broken after I had AJ Styles do mine. AJ broke Taker's streak in my universe mode, but most people haven't broken Undertaker's streak in their universe mode, and most people still have him wrestling on a full-time basis. Some people still have him showing up every week. Mostly, some people, you don't have him as a part-time star in their universe modes, which is surprising. Right? I was on the fence that the streak shouldn't have been broken. At the same time, I think it should have been broken. I felt like if they would have waited and gave it to somebody else rather than Brock Lesnar, I would have been okay with it. But I felt like after 21-0, I felt like Undertaker should have retired. There shouldn't have been a Brock Lesnar match in 2014. He should have walked away after he beat CM Punk. That's what I always believe. I thought either Punk should have done it. If you think about it, you think about not fancy opponents, but think about his opponents that he's had in his career. These are the three guys I think should have broken his streak. Randy Orton, Edge, or CM Punk. Those are the three main guys I think should have done it. You can throw in Batista in there too. But Batista would have been really good to do it. Because that WrestleMania 23 match would have been good too. But those are my three guys I think should have broke the streak. Well, most people have used Kane as a current day star. Like, he's not that monster Kane that I seen growing up. He's now that Corbin Kane character where he's just used to put over guys and as an enhancement talent. Kane as a monster is not really known. I think Dylan is the only guy I know that does it, for his Ruthless Aggression universe mode. He has Kane as a monster, but that's the only guy I know of that did it. But he's not known as a monster to most people in their universe modes, which is a legit shocker. I always book Kane strong. But I never gave him a world title run. I gave Taker a world title run, but I never gave Kane one. But he has won gold in my series though. He's a tag team champion and stuff like that. So he's always been protected, and he puts over guys when needed. But he's never been like a jobber and stuff like that, or not, or as your boss said, like a monster and stuff like that. He's like 50-50 with it. Yeah, he had him trying for the world title and stuff like that. So yeah, Kane was booked legit in Dylan's series. I really miss Dylan, man. I haven't talked with Dylan since he was supposed to be on WrestleMania, and he never got back to me. And I haven't talked to him in months. It's been since April, and it's almost October, and I haven't talked to Dylan. I don't even know what's up with him and stuff like that. Dylan was a nice dude. He was really a nice dude. I ain't gonna lie. He was so chill. Never had no problem with nobody. But it looks like he just disappeared. Like off the face of the earth. I'm like, what happened to him? One of his last tweets he made was, "Hopefully this match is as good as their real life encounters." as he was recording The Rock and Stone Cold Steve Austin for his WrestleMania show. That's what he was doing. And I remember commenting on it. I said, and I quote, I said, "Can't wait to see it." That was on June 25th. And that was his last tweet. And he has not tweeted since. And then his last video on YouTube, he was streaming The Last of Us, the first game, as the second game was on pace to come out. And he was streaming The Last of Us that day. And that was it. But it looks like he came back to YouTube. So it looks like he's alright, because I kind of got scared for him, and I'm like, don't tell me something happened to him, because dude, I got scared when he just disappeared off the face of the earth. But he did post he's funny. This dude's funny. But he did post like 2 months ago on July 2nd. That was his last post. And he posted heavy rain. So he's alright. But he's not on Twitter anymore. I mean, I don't blame him. Twitter sometimes could be a toxic place. You know? And then 2 comments asked, "Please bring back the Ruthless Aggression Universe mode. I was invested, LOL." And then somebody asked when WrestleMania will be, because everybody been waiting on his WrestleMania show. Like 2 people right there just, asked, "Oh, what's going on, man? Where's WrestleMania?" And what's the update on it? Just haven't given an update. Oh yeah, I never really asked him about his show. He just, maybe he was dealing with in real life stuff. Yeah. Yeah, man. What I think it is, same thing with J-Dog. I've been waiting on J-Dog to come back for months too, man. I've been waiting on him to come back. To YouTube, but he hasn't came back yet. And then XTV for sure, I've been waiting on him to come back. But those personal issues can't make you not upload stuff. It happens, but well, I'm glad to hear that he's doing better, man, and he's alright. Hopefully he's preparing for a YouTube comeback soon, because he was rolling, man. J-Dog was rolling. He had hit those 500 subscribers, and I think he was on pace to hit 1K by the end of the year if he would have kept it going before those issues started popping up. I remember he uploaded, I think right before like the pandemic became big. His last video was the Heat Wave show, his last Universal video, and that was about 5 months ago, April 9th, 2020. That was his last Universe Mode video. Very, very great show. I remember reacting to that show on my YouTube channel. Great memories, man. Good times. Fun times, man. But I'm glad he's alright. And I'm glad Dylan's alright too. So it's just like Dylan just dealing with some stuff, and he just haven't got to WrestleMania yet. Yes, I was cracking up. I was totally invested in that show, and I enjoyed myself watching that video. I loved it, man. Probably one of my favorite videos. Probably one of my favorite live streams this year was that video. It was so good. I freaking loved it. Oh yeah. Dang, the time is getting. I ain't know it was this late. But shoot, I forgot I gotta get up early in the morning. You know. Yeah, I forgot. I forgot. I gotta get up early in the morning, and I gotta freaking go to tutor in the morning. I just realized that I'm just talking away with me and J and W mostly, because everybody else probably getting ready for bed and stuff. I didn't really promote this video. I was just like, I'm gonna just stream and just see whoever shows up shows up. Cause it was just like a little sit down, like a little update, and we talk about some universe mode stuff, and that was gonna be it. It wasn't really nothing big behind the stream and stuff like that. It was like a little podcast thing, but not you know, and not a big deal thing. Um, yeah, I missed that reference. I didn't get it. I missed it hardly. you know, I did. Yeah, I missed it. But yeah, that was a fun show. No cap, a very very good show. But shoot. Well, yeah, let me get out of here, because I freaking forgot. I gotta get up early in the morning. I did. If I didn't have to get up early in the morning, I probably would have kept talking. But I gotta get up in the morning and go do what I gotta do. So I'm about to roll out of here. Hope y'all had a great Friday. I'm back, and I'm better than ever. The maniacs, they in trouble. Coach is back, and he's gonna cause harm. Universe mode, it's coming soon. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Take it back to the take it back to them, like them spring 2020 vibe when I was singing. Yeah, yeah, yeah. But I'm better than ever. I'm better than ever. But I'm about to get out of here, man. Y'all enjoy the rest of y'all night. If you enjoyed this stream, like it, tell a friend. I didn't really share it. I just didn't feel like it. Honestly, I was just like, I'm just gonna come on here and talk and like vent my frustrations and talk about trends. But yeah. Hope y'all enjoyed this little impromptu stream. Look like we got a little audience at nighttime. About 6 people I think showed up, which is good. Almost 10 people showed up for a little live stream, which is amazing. But yeah, if you haven't already, like this video, subscribe to the channel down below, and I will see y'all on Sunday. Enjoy the universe mode day tomorrow. Oh, I can't wait. Oh my god, I can't wait for tomorrow. It's gonna be so fun. It's a universe mode day tomorrow. Everybody and their mama posting tomorrow. I love it. Can't wait. PJ, JRJ, that round they had to play the game. Merce YT13, Geno's tomorrow. Dan Brown's tomorrow. Everybody posting tomorrow. And I love it. I love it. I cannot wait. But yeah, y'all enjoy the rest of y'all day, and I'll see y'all on Sunday when I come back for my universe mode. 1 p.m. Central Time, 2 o'clock Eastern Time will be NXT for universe mode. Finally, I'm getting to it, and I'm getting to making the show, and I am very excited to get things going for NXT on Sunday. But I've been your host, Treands, and I will see you all in my next video. Probably gonna be like a little after NXT comes out. I might do a little discussion like this again, and a little fun little topic with y'all for a little while. But yeah, let me get out of here. I'm about to roll out, and I'll talk to y'all later. Peace.